Hello, my monstrosities. Hello once again. Today I bring to you some new Warhammer Open news. Thought this was pretty neat when it sprung up, or as I saw it spring up, checking Warhammer community for whatever. And I thought this was pretty neat. Figure we talk about it. So, as it says, revealed new Warhammer Open events for the summer, including the first in the UK. So, look, I'm gonna be real. Out of the things I've heard, the dastardly heat for the UK, uh, just brace yourself. Apparently, that would be my word to the wise. Brace yourself. Now, for us, uh, summer heat, it's a 50-50 on the AC being there, and then from there, it's another 50-50 on if the AC will be enough to house enough people and models to be in a function. So, if you are watching this and you're in the UK and you're like, yeah, summer event, I'm not saying that you are a stranger to playing Warhammer in the summer. But from what you all tell me and the way the interweb says it, I'd say be careful, apparently. But past that, that's right. The Warhammer Open Series is heading across the pond. So, more people than ever can enjoy a 3 day celebration of all things Warhammer. Epic battles, beautiful armies, awesome hobby experiences, and of course, the incredible community. And that's not all. Today, we can also announce the return of venerable Warhammer Opens in Tacoma, Dallas, and Edmonton. Right. Got some cool pictures in here. Admittedly, I've already read through this article once because I completely flubbed the ending, or rather, my surroundings did. So I went through this, and I think it's pretty interesting. Like not even just like, oh, it's cool, more Warhammer opens. I think that there are this is pretty healthy sign for the game. All right. There's grand tournaments at each open, and the format is custom designed to give both casual and top tier players an equally awesome experience against great opponents. Each event might have slightly different additional activities, but you're likely to find narrative events, hobby challenges, painting workshops, and the traveling Warhammer store. So, uh, that's pretty neat, pretty cool. We know these things. The grand tournaments for Warhammer 40k, Age of Sigmar, Kill Team, and Warhammer Underworlds will also have coveted golden tickets for the World Championships of Warhammer in Barcelona up for grabs too. So there is your confirmation. Uh, as per usual, though, I remember seeing like a little bit of a murmur of people wondering if there was going to be golden tickets, but I thought we already knew it, but here it is in print. Uh, like that was the whole thing, right? Like that's the whole purpose. I just remember some people had questions about it. I saw some murmurs of like, "Are we sure?" There is your in print golden tickets will be there for the Warhammer Opens. Tickets for all these events are due to go on sale on Friday, 27th February at 6 p.m. UK time. That's 1 p.m. Eastern time in the USA. Follow this event links below for further details. So, I mean, hey, I think that is going for event, but that actually might be Cvent, a thing that I am unfamiliar with. So hey. And in addition to the grand narrative in Atlanta in November, there may be more Warhammer Opens to be announced later in the year. Stay tuned. Now, this part is the part that I think is rather fucking interesting. In addition to the grand narrative in Atlanta in November, there may be more Warhammer Opens to be announced later in the year. While we're already getting confirmation of Tacoma, Dallas, and Edmonton, they might. I wonder what's the driving factor why they wouldn't announce that here right now. Because, well, I guess my only guess I should say would be even more regions. Like I don't know, more countries, I guess, would be my thing. Why they would be announcing that later in the year and not right now? I don't know, kind of interesting. So, first up, Maastricht, Netherlands. Uh, please tell me if the pronunciation, how painful that was. Look, I tried. But 23rd to 26th of April. This one we have already announced, but it's worth a reminder. The first ever Warhammer Open in Europe will be in the Netherlands at the stylish Mech in Maastricht. Set in one of the Netherlands' most beautiful historic cities, Warhammer Open Maastricht combines world-class Warhammer experiences with a vibrant cultural backdrop, making it the perfect destination for a weekend of battles, creativity, and community. Maybe it's just because I work with English so often. I just think it's kind of funny that you see the telltale signs of trying to stretch an article of everything has to be in threes. That's just kind of a funny aside. But there will be gaming for 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Kill Team, and Underworlds. Now, in the odd event that I have attracted the attention of Underworlds players on this channel, I need you to tell me the hell is going on. Uh, is this for you all massive? Because I'm unfamiliar. I know that the scene is popping for 40k, Sigmar, and Kill Team. I didn't think we were still doing Underworlds, and it's going to come up later, probably why I was unfamiliar with Underworlds game. It comes up right now, actually. I thought it was like two down. But Dallas, Texas. So, this will be through the 22nd through 24th of May. In May, we return to Texas for another year at this incredible esports stadium, Arlington. There will be gaming for 40,000, Sigmar, and Kill Team. As you see, no Underworlds. Maybe it is just my. Now, for anybody that is unfamiliar with U.S. Geography and where I am, I'm nowhere close to Texas. I just want to put that is on the opposite side of the country from me, for the most part. But with that, I didn't think Underworld was that popping, and I guess I blame that to geography. Do I have any fellow Midwesterners that are familiar with Underworlds? And the fact that it's not going to be at Texas, like, come on, I figured if it was going to be at one of the U.S. events, it'd be Texas, but it's actually somewhere else. Um, I thought that was kind of interesting that, well, from what I would have assumed, Underworld was on the way out. But it's looking like there's going to be support for it. I know this is usually a 40k channel, but I did find that interesting that, hey, they're still backing Underworlds, even though I heard murmurs that the writing was on the walls for it a little bit more. Um, then we come down, right? It's also worth pointing out that while sometimes we're able to find more space at some venues and release a few extra tickets, that won't be the case in Dallas. Once these tickets are gone, they're gone, so don't miss out. Then we come to Birmingham, England, 29th through 31st of May. Uh, I wonder how many of your favorites are going back to back. I mean, I guess it would be if you didn't get your golden ticket at one that you just might. But I wonder how many people might do it for the fuck of it. But Birmingham, England, we're bringing the Warhammer Open Series to the UK this year for the first time, and what a place to start. During May, well, I was going off of my own temperaments and climates and whatnot, so hey, England in May, how's it feeling for you? Are we still is this cool? Is this decent enough temperature in May for the Englanders that might be out there? But we're heading to the UK Games Expo. I think that's also pretty sick. That's going to be at the UK Games Expo. The UK's largest celebration of tabletop gaming, hosted at the NEC Birmingham. Uh, that means not only will you get to enjoy 3 days of awesome Warhammer action, but you'll also get entry into the wider convention too. There'll be gaming for 40,000, Sigmar, Kill Team, and Underworlds. Then we go over to Edmonton, Canada for the 19th through 21st of June. Join us at the Edmonton Expo Center in June for an unforgettable weekend of hobbying and community at GameCon Canada. Last year, the Warhammer Open in Edmonton featured the biggest 40k event in Canadian history. I do remember this. I do remember seeing that headline. So that's pretty sick. And for 2026, we're going even bigger. But it's not just for 40,000, of course. There's also gaming for Sigmar, Kill Team, and Underworlds. On top of that, you'll get access to the wider convention and will be able to enter the hall a little earlier too. If any of you all are going to this. Now, I have never been. I am not Canadian, and I have never made the trek out there. But I will say, somebody that does try to like keep up with game news and things like that from whatever, you might want to actually check out the rest of the convention. If you end up going, I would say try to just set aside some time. Uh, might find something that piques your interest a little bit. So, uh, just word to the wise, if you're out there, maybe actually check out the convention, right? I know some of us are just like, nah, I'm here for the 40K and that's it. I don't know. I'd say while you're there, check it out. Then we come to Tacoma, right? 17th through the 19th of July, our most venerable Warhammer Open on the calendar. The series returns to Tacoma for the fourth year. Held at the Greatest Tacoma Convention Center, this is the biggest Warhammer Open of 2026, with hundreds of people getting together to share their love of the hobby. There'll be gaming for 40,000, Sigmar, Kill Team, and Underworlds. Then we go to Wales, Newport, Wales, 13th through 15th of August 2026. The Warhammer Open Series is coming to Wales in 2026. We're taking over the spectacular International Convention Centre, Wales, and Newport near Cardiff this August. August, Wales, okay. Set against the backdrop of the Welsh countryside, Warhammer Open Newport combines world-class facilities with a welcoming setting, making it the perfect destination for a weekend of gaming, creativity, and community. They'll be gaming for 40K, Sigmar, Kill Team, and Underworlds. Find out more down below. Don't forget, tickets for all these events will be on sale on Friday, 27th of February. Don't miss out. So I do want the people in this general area of the UK to tell me this because I don't know how true this is still. But I remember a while back there was a bit of murmurs from the Welsh community about how hard some events were able to make it. If you are in the UK, I want to know both ways if this is easy for you to get to Wales from, well, to here. Obviously, don't dox yourself on the internet. I don't need to know your exact, like, oh, it'll take me 7.7 miles, like, or kilometers, whatever fuck. But it'd be interesting to know if this is accessible for not just people in Wales, but people outside of Wales to get there. Uh, but coming back, I do remember a lot of Welsh individuals, a fair enough amount. I remember seeing that being a complaint about how getting to some of the shit out in like the other parts of the UK was just fucked. That's why there wasn't enough of a scene there. So I'm glad that maybe that was outdated. That was several. Fuck. When did I hear that last? I apologize. I haven't been keeping up with the Welsh and 40K shenanigans, but I do remember that being a talking point. So seems like this is going to be worth for hopefully more people. So I thought this was pretty neat. GW apparently is growing enough that we can do more of this. So that's interesting. And I think it's a good sign if we're going to pay all this money for plastic and paint and books, we might as well get some more events out of it. So yeah, if you liked the video, like it. Got a comment for me, comment. And until next time, peace out, my monstrosities.